How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Quant update. Quant is actually continuing its breakout. Great. We knew that this level was very key because going back a few months, all the way back into February, I was calling for this area to be resistance when we got this initial move down. A lot of people thought that this bullish candle here was going to sustain. Now, although it's bullish, it might just react in the immediate short term. The reason why I did not believe it was going to sustain was because the bottom needed to occur above the moving averages. And as soon as it lost that, the trend changed. So any move back up is just going to fail. And it didn't break through my most important Fibonacci level, the 886. So that's why I got its continuation lower. So even if it had bottomed out here, there's still other levels it would have had to reclaim, which was 151 and 161. So another 886. That means this accumulation could have still been false even if we broke out bullish. It could end up still going into new lower lows without breaking through this level. But with those new lows, I have to adjust the fibs, and this is the most recent one, most valid one, and I'm waiting for that 151 level to break. So this is what we've been talking about on the channel for a few months now. If you remember, I actually had some bearish targets. Let me just remember how I got to those bearish targets. Yeah, it was from there. So I was targeting the 786 and 886 as my bottom. That's what ended up being. Now on the move back up, I said dissect the moves. Once the 200 EMA is recovered, we're going to pump up into this zone. That's ultimately resistance. That's where everything changed. We flipped this macro support into resistance. So could be a potential rejection point, could be the top, another lower high could form there. And even if we break out and make a local high above this, technically reaching 150 is still not good enough because it's lower than 171. But by breaking it, it gives different expectations. The reversal wave is created, and this is just the rules of the Fibonacci's. Once that 886 is broken, I have my eyes set on 229 to 333, 229 being the earliest point we could experience another dip from. Maybe it's just short term to get into 330 like that, and then a few months before continuation higher. But it's not going to just push through 333 and get up into $800. All in all, though, this macro dip that we experienced through the beginning of this year or throughout this year, the highest price target is 800. So don't argue with me, because I had some comments saying why as low as 800. Well, people were talking about 5 and 10k for the last few years, and it's down in the hundreds still. So be more conservative than being let down, pretty much. And that's what I've tried to push on my channel all throughout these years. And maybe that's not the videos that everyone wants to hear, but it's just the reality, simple as that. So once this breaks, I have those higher expectations. At least for now, I know that we're targeting there. Everything could go wrong at this point because it's still lower than the high. So you could actually reverse if Bitcoin decides to start dumping, and Ethereum as well. So it all just is fully weighted on Bitcoin, and yeah, just Bitcoin, obviously, you'd argue, because ETH is king of alts. We have to focus on that, but main focus should be Bitcoin. And if it's losing certain levels, losing the moving averages, then Quant will also do the same. But we don't have those signals for now. Just have to have it in the back of our mind, because everything can go wrong. Either way, in the immediate short term, I'm expecting 136 to 151, as long as it maintains above this level of 112. Losing this, then I have different expectation. We're looking for different levels of support to the downside, but while above 112, 113, I have my eyes set on 136 and 151. Dissecting the moves, remember, just like this, break this, we get up into here. Because if I think it's going to go further and then we go down from here, I'm the only one that's looking foolish. So I have to break it down. These could be separate trades. One into here, get out. Wait for it to break out. Okay, another trade now into here. Get out again, because this is where it could go into new macro lower lows if Bitcoin decides. It's not going to do it by itself. And then if Bitcoin decides to break out, there you go. You got your next move between here and here. Boom, another trade. But that's as a trader. If you're a holder, then you just know that those are the resistances. Those are potential areas of corrections. That's it from me today. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. If you want further updates to learn from, check out the Discord community. If you want to know the strategy immediately, I've got the ebook and the one-to-one mentorship plans in the links down below.